Welcome dear students. Now we have completed exercise 1.2 and remaining exercise I have left for homework. Now we are starting the next thing, irrational number. You know which number are said to be irrational? Now I am repeating once again. A number is said to be irrational if it cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, where q not equal to 0, p, q are integers. Now in this video we are going to show that how to prove a number is irrational. The process by which we will show that a number is irrational, that process we are going to discuss. How to show? Before starting that proof, now I am discussing one theorem, and it is useful for the proving of irrational numbers. What is the theorem? Now, let p be a prime number. P be a prime number. If p divide a square, then p divides a, where a is any positive number. So the main thing is, if p is a prime number, if it divides a square where a is any positive number, then this imply p divides a. Understood? Then p divides a. That means if a prime number divides a square of any positive integer, then that prime number will divide the number also. Understood? Okay. Next we are going to start the process of showing that how that the process of finding the root 3 is irrational. How to show root 3 is irrational? Now we have to show root 3 is irrational number. For that, let us assume that root 3 is rational. Now mind it, we have to show that it is irrational, but we are assuming that root 3 is rational. That means we are assuming the opposite thing. What we have to prove? We have to prove irrational, but we are assuming it is rational. Then at the last we are going to show a contradiction. That means that may not be happen. A absurd result we are going to show. So if root 3 is rational, then we can write root 3 is equal to in p by q form, that is a by b form, where ab is integer and b not equal to 0. And one more thing is important thing is GCD of ab is 1. That means a and b has only one common factor which is 1. That means except 1, a and b are, there is no common factor between a and b other than 1. Understood? This is the meaning of GCD of a comma b is equal to 1. So ab has no common factor other than 1. Now root 3 equal to a by b, because root 3 I have assumed that root 3 is rational, so a by b. So you can write by cross multiplication, a equal to root 3 means root 3 by 1. So a into 1 means a, root 3 into 1 root 3b. So a is equal to root 3b. Understood? Now I am squaring both sides. So a square means a square, and root 3 square b square means root 3 square means 3 and b means b square. So 3b square. Now I am giving this equation 1. As the expression of a square is containing a number 3, that means its prime factorization or factorization of a square contains a number 3, that is a prime number. So I have already discussed in previous discussion that I have said you that if a number containing a prime factor, then that number is divisible by 3. For example, suppose 6 equal to 3 into 2, that is 6 containing a prime factor 3. So 6 is divisible by 3. 6 always divisible by 3. And the same thing, as a square containing a prime factor 3, so a square always divisible by 3. So that's I have written, therefore a square is divisible by 3. Understood? A square is divisible by 3. And that is, you can write 3 divides a square. Just opposite this, a square is divisible by 3, that means 3 divides a square. Understood? 3 divides a square. Now this implies 3 divides a, that I have discussed in the theorem. If a prime number p divides a square, then p divides a implies. So the 3 is a prime number, 3 divide a square, so this implies by the theorem that 3 divides a. Understood? 3 divides a. So we can write a equal to 3 into something, 3 into some number. Now after this statement 3 divides a, we are writing a equal to 3c. Now I am discussing this thing that 3 divides a means a has a factor of 3 into something. As for example, 6 is divisible by 3. So you can write 6 3 into some integer, that is 2. Again 12 is divisible by 3. So you can write 12 equal to 3 into some another integer, 4. Understood? So similarly 3 divides a, that means a equal to 3 into some another integer, for some integer c. So equal to 3c. Understood? Now I am putting this value of a, in equation 1. Okay, so a is equal to 3c, I am putting here. So 3c, here it is a square, so 3c square, I am putting the value of a equal to 3c. 3c square equal to right hand side 3b square. Right hand side is 3b square. Now squaring this, 3 square means 9, c square means c square, 3b square. Now cancel out 3 1 3, 3 3 is 9. So now this is 3c square equal to b square. That is I am writing b square equal to 3c. b square equal to 3c. Again, therefore b square containing a factor 3, b square containing a prime factor 3. So again in the similar manner we can say b square is divisible by 3. So therefore b square is divisible by 3, because prime factorization of b square containing a prime factor 3, so 3 must be divide b square. So b square is divisible by 3. So that is 3 divides b square. 3 divides b square. Again by the theorem, above theorem, 3 divides a square, that means 3 divides a. So 3 divides b. 3 divides b square, so by the theorem 3 divides b. So I am giving, this is equation 3 and this one is equation 2. What is the equation statement? 3 divides a, and again it is 3 divides b. So from 2 and 3 we can say that, from here we are saying that 3 divides a, and from this statement we are saying that 3 divides b. So we can say 3 divides both a and b, because from this 3 divides a, and from this statement 3 divides b, so that is 3 divides both a and b. 3 divides both a and b, and this statement you can write 3 is the common factor. What is the factor? If a number divides any number, that number is called the factor. So 3 is divide both the numbers, so 3 is the factor of a and b, and as 3 both is common factor, so I have written 3 is common factor of a and b. So GCD of AB is equal to 3. Now as 3 is the common factor, this is common factor, and this is the GCD of minimum 3, because 3 is the common factor of GCD. A and b, 3 is the common factor. So you can write GCD, common factor of a and b, is 3. but what we have written here, GCD of AB should be 1, GCD of AB should be 1. So this is a contradiction. This is a contradiction. Why contradiction? Because we have firstly written GCD of AB should be 1. There is only one common factor, that is 1. But here we got 3 is the common factor of AB. GCD of AB is equal to 3 we got here. So this is a contradiction. Why this contradiction arise? Because our assumption was wrong. Because we assume that root 3 is rational, so it is not possible. If root 3 is rational, then there is a contradiction. What is the contradiction? That we have taken GCD of AB 1, but we got GCD of AB equal to 3. So this is the contradiction. Understood? So this contradiction, why this contradiction arise? Because we assume root 3 is rational. So it is not possible root 3 is rational. So root 3 is not rational. So hence root 3 is irrational, because real number has two parts. One is rational and another is irrational. If it is not rational, so it must be irrational. So root 3 is must be irrational. Understood? So this proof is by contradiction method. First we assume that what we have to prove, the opposite thing, that is we have to prove irrational, we assume rational, but at the last we got a contradiction. What is the contradiction? The condition of AB was GCD of AB should be 1, but we got GCD of AB is 3. This is the contradiction. Why this contradiction arise? Because our assumption was wrong. We assume root 3 is rational, so it is not possible. So the root 3 may not be rational, so root 3 must be irrational. Okay, understood all of you? And reply this video if you are understood or not. It is must, you have to reply, you have to respond. Okay, thank you.